नमस्कार बच्चों, आप सभी को इस वर्चुअल क्लास में फिर से स्वागत है। बच्चों, ये आपकी दूसरी एपिसोड है जो वर्चुअल क्लास के थ्रू आप देख रहे हैं। स्टूडेंट्स, इन द लास्ट एपिसोड वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट द इकोनॉमी, दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स। सो कंटिन्यूइंग द सेम चैप्टर, नाउ वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द सेंट्रल प्रॉब्लम ऑफ एन इकोनॉमी, जिसे हम केंद्रीय समस्याएं कहते हैं। एक अर्थव्यवस्था में केंद्रीय समस्याएं क्या होती है? So when we talk about the central problem, every economy, it may be a developing or underdeveloped or developed economy. In every economy, all the countries in the world, they used to face these kind of economic problem. So they are being called as what? The central problem of an economy. बच्चों, कहने का अर्थ है कि विश्व की जितने भी अर्थव्यवस्था हैं, चाहे वो विकसित देश हो या विकासशील देश हो, इन सभी देशों की जो अर्थव्यवस्था है, इनमें कुछ आर्थिक समस्याएं पाई जाती हैं जिसे हम केंद्रीय समस्याएं कहते हैं। सो टुडे इन दिस एपिसोड वी विल सी अबाउट दीज सेंट्रल प्रॉब्लम ऑफ एन इकोनॉमी, द इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम फेस्ड बाय द इकोनॉमीज अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड। सो इन दैट वन वी हैव थ्री बेसिक प्रॉब्लम, दैट इज व्हाट टू प्रोड्यूस, हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस एंड फॉर होम टू प्रोड्यूस। तो बच्चों, जैसे मैंने बताया कि तीन केंद्रीय समस्याएं होती है। तो ये है क्या उत्पादन की जाए, व्हाट टू प्रोड्यूस, कैसे उत्पादन की जाए, हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस, एंड फॉर होम टू प्रोड्यूस, किसके लिए उत्पादन किया जाए। स्टूडेंट्स, इन द प्रीवियस एपिसोड वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट द मीनिंग, द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रिसोर्स एंड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ स्कैरसिटी. So while studying about the concept of resource and scarcity, what I told you that in an economy we used to fulfill our needs. जैसे मनुष्य अपनी आवश्यकता को पूरा करते हैं, तो पूरा करने का अर्थ होता है कि एक मनुष्य अपनी आवश्यकताओं को कैसे पूरा कर सकता है। हमने देखा कि वह आर्थिक क्रिया द्वारा जो धन अर्जित करता है, उसके अनुसार वह अपनी आर्थिक आवश्यकता को पूरा कर सकता है, अपनी आवश्यकता को पूरा कर सकता है। लेकिन the resources which are involved in the satisfaction of that human being, that person, involves the usage of resources. तो अर्थ है कि हम अपनी आवश्यकताओं को पूरा करने के लिए जो संसाधन उपलब्ध है, इन्हीं उपलब्ध संसाधनों से हम आवश्यकताओं को पूरा करते हैं। एंड व्हेन यू टॉक्ड अबाउट द रिसोर्सेस, संसाधन के बारे में हमने जब पढ़ा, हमने ये भी बताया कि संसाधन जो उपलब्ध है वह सीमित है। That means the resources which are available in the economy, they are limited. Not only limited, they have alternate uses. इसका अर्थ है कि इन संसाधनों का वैकल्पिक प्रयोग भी है। तो समस्या यहीं पे ही आती है कि when these resources are being utilized for the satisfaction of people, the human beings in the economy, at that time the resources which are involved in the production of goods and services for the satisfaction, here we need to do the proper allocation of resources. जो संसाधनों की जो आवंटन होती है, इनकी सही उपयोग हो, इनकी सही तरह से आवंटन किया जाए, so that in an economy with the available resources, with the scarce resources, we can fulfill the needs of all the people. तो हम मनुष्य की जो आवश्यकताएं हैं, इसे हम हमारी उपलब्ध जो संसाधन है, इनके जरिए से इनकी आवश्यकताओं को पूरा किया जा सकता है। So that is why, as I told you that when the human wants are unlimited, जब मनुष्य की मांगे असीमित होती है, इन आवश्यकताओं को पूरा करने के लिए जो संसाधन हमारे पास उपलब्ध है, the resources which are available in the economy, they are limited and they have alternate uses. So students, by the way of proper allocation of resources, by making the optimum utilization of resources, we can fulfill our needs with the limited resources. So that is what we are going to study here, how the problem of choice, that is how these economic problem raises in the economy, that we denote as the central problem of an economy, जिसे हम अर्थव्यवस्था की केंद्रीय समस्या कहते हैं। So when we solve these three problems, we can very easily manage the resources to produce the goods and services for the satisfaction of the human beings in the economy, for the people living in the economy. So there are these three problems, that is what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. So students, make clear about these concepts. Whenever you are getting questions in your exams that what do you mean by central problem in economy, what are the central problem of economy, so these are the answer. अगर हम इन तीनों समस्याओं को सुझा पाए तो हम बड़े आसानी से हमारे पास जो सीमित संसाधन उपलब्ध है इसके ज़रिए से हम लोगों की आवश्यकता को पूरा कर सकते हैं. So let's start one by one. We will study about the first one, the first problem, that is what to produce. क्या उत्पादन किया जाए. So in the problem of what to produce, again we have two more questions. Here we need to decide what good are to be produced. That means the nature of good which is to be produced. So here when you talk about the types of good and nature of good, the goods can be classified into two categories. That is capital good and the consumer good. So here whenever the resources are being utilized for the production of goods and services, the production of goods for the satisfaction of the people in the economy, at that time we need to decide whether we are going to produce the consumer good or the producer good. So students, again you have to get the knowledge of capital good and consumer good. Capital good जिसे हम पूंजी वस्तु कहते हैं, consumer good जिसे हम उपभोग वस्तु कहते हैं या उपभोक्ता वस्तु कहते हैं. So here when we are producing the capital good, so capital goods are those goods which are being utilized by the producers in the production process for converting that commodity into another final good. So those kind of goods which are being utilized by the producers to render the service or which is utilized in the production line for making another good by value addition. Whereas the consumer goods are those kind of goods which are directly used by the consumers. ये उपभोग या उपभोक्ता वस्तु कहते हैं जिन वस्तुओं को उपभोक्ता सीधे तौर पर या अपने आवश्यकताओं को पूरा करने जिसे इस्तेमाल की जाती है. So here when we talk about the problem of what to produce, as I told you, in that we have to solve the problem what goods are to be produced. So that question arises that the nature of good, the kind of good which we need to produce with the available resources. Here the producer has to decide whether he will produce a capital good or he will produce a consumer good. So that will also depend upon the nature of economy. So the nature of economy means what? The types of economy. The types of economy we have studied in the previous episode. So in that one I told you about three types of economy. That is the centrally controlled economy. The next one is the free and market economy. And the last one is what? The mixed economy, that is the economy of our country. So based on that, based on the nature of economy, the production of these commodities are being divided, and according to the need of the economy, the producer used to decide what he needs to produce, what kind of good or what nature of good he has to produce in the economy. Then again, in what to produce, we need to decide the goods which are being produced, in what quantity they are to be produced. So here the producer has to decide about the quantity of the goods produced, the quantity of the goods which are to be produced by the available resource. So there, with that available resource, the quantity has to be decided. So there, at what extent, at what quantity these goods are to be produced. So these are the two problems in what to produce, where the producer has to decide in the what to produce concept, in the what to produce question, where what commodity he need to produce, and if you are producing that commodity, so that commodity should be produced in what quantity. तो बच्चों, जो केंद्र समस्या है, क्या उत्पादन किया जाए, तो क्या उत्पादन किया जाए पहले मैंने बताया. तो बच्चों, उत्पादक के द्वारा जिन वस्तुओं का उत्पादन किया जाएगा, ये वस्तुएं क्या होगी, ये किस प्रकार की वस्तु होगी, क्या ये पूंजी वस्तु होगी या फिर उपभोक्ता वस्तु होगी. और जैसे ही एक उत्पादक निर्णय कर लेता है अगर उसे पूंजी वस्तु बनाना है या फिर उसे एक उपभोक्ता वस्तु बनाना है, तो इस समय उत्पादक को यह निर्णय करना होता है कि इन वस्तुओं की मात्रा क्या होगी, उत्पादन की कुल मात्रा क्या होगी, ताकि हम हमारे पास जो संसाधन उपलब्ध हैं इनका सही प्रयोग करें. क्योंकि हमें पता है जो संसाधन इन वस्तुओं को बनाने के लिए उपलब्ध है हमारे अर्थव्यवस्था में, यह सीमित है. ना केवल ये सीमित है बल्कि इनकी वैकल्पिक प्रयोग भी है या उपयोग भी है. So by addressing these two questions, we can very easily solve the question what to produce. So students, now we will move to the second question in the central problem of economy, where we see that we have the question how to produce. तो बच्चों, यहाँ जब इन वस्तुओं की उत्पादन की जाती है तो उत्पादक को यह निर्णय करना होता है कि इन वस्तुओं का निर्माण कैसे किया जाए, हाउ ही विल प्रोड्यूस. दैट मीन्स व्हाट, हियर वी नीड टू डिसाइड अबाउट द टेक्निक ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. जो उत्पादन या जो कहते हैं जो निर्माण की जो प्रक्रिया होती है या तकनीक होती है, इसके बारे में चयन करना होता है. जैसे ही उत्पादक इसकी निर्माण की जो प्रक्रिया है इसे चयन कर लेता है, that also helps to optimum utilization of resources. So in that how to produce, we have two kind of techniques, that is labor intensive technique and the capital intensive technique. So by the word labor intensive techniques, जिसमें श्रमिकों का अधिक उपयोग होता है, capital intensive technique where we have the usage of capital, that means उत्पादन के वह प्रक्रिया जिनमें पूंजी के अधिक इस्तेमाल होती है. सो व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द लेबर इंटेंसिव टेक्निक, इट इज द टेक्निक वेयर इन कंपैरिजन विद द यूसेज ऑफ कैपिटल, यूसेज ऑफ लेबर विल बी मोर. जहाँ पे श्रमिकों की जो मात्रा है ये अधिक होती है पूंजी के मुकाबले में. टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, इफ अ फार्मर इज कल्टिवेटिंग अ लैंड, so at that time if farmer is having a very small area of paddy land, a small area of cultivation land with him, so at that time he will not use the latest technology or the latest equipments, capital equipments for the cultivation. यहाँ पे उस छोटी सी कृषि भूमि पे वह किसान क्या करेगा? He will make the usage of labors, because by using this the cost of production will be less. क्योंकि यहाँ पर किसान छोटे से कृषि भूमि है, इस पर वो उत्पादन करने वाला है. अगर उस किसान को इस छोटे से कृषि भूमि पर उत्पादन करना है, उस समय वह किसान अगर श्रमिक के जगह पर बड़े बड़े औजार या बड़े बड़े जितने भी ट्रैक्टर्स है, बाकी जो इक्विपमेंट्स है जो कृषि में इस्तेमाल की जाती है, इनके द्वारा उत्पादन किए जाने पर क्या होगा, उनकी जो उत्पादन की जो लागत होगी वह बढ़ जाएगा, जबकि लागत के मुकाबले में जितने उत्पादन उनको प्राप्त होगा उसकी मात्रा कम होगी. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल, हियर द प्रोड्यूसर हैज टू डिसाइड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ द प्रोडक्शन टेक्निक ही हैज टू यूज. इफ द प्रोडक्शन इज बीन डन इन अ intense manner, that means what, in a huge quantity, at that time the producer will make the usage of the capital intensive technique, where we can see some large machineries in the production process, where large number of capital, huge amount of capital is being used for the production process. So there, by making the usage of intensive techniques, that means the latest technology with latest equipments and machineries, the production can be done in a large scale. So whenever we are doing the production in large scale, at that time the capital intensive techniques are being used, because here what we can see that by making a huge production of commodity, the cost of production gets reduced. जब हमारी उत्पादन की जो मात्रा है वो काफ़ी अधिक होगा, इस समय ऐसी तकनीक से जो पूंजीगत विधि हैं इनके द्वारा हमारी लागत जो होती है, उत्पादन की लागत जो होती है वो कम हो जाती है. And even with the latest equipments and the machineries, we can produce more in a short span of time. But it is not possible in the labor intensive technique. So wherever we feel that the production, the cost of production and the quantity of production is less, at that time the labor intensive techniques are being used. So here, whenever the producer has to decide about the technique of production, that means the how to produce, as I told you, at that time we have only two techniques, that is labor intensive technique and the capital intensive technique. So by making the choice between these two techniques, the producer can make optimum utilization of resources. So by making the correct choice in selecting the techniques of production, the producer can reduce his cost. He can use the resources in an optimum manner. इससे संसाधनों का सदुपयोग या सही उपयोग हो जाता है. तो बच्चों, ये था कैसे उत्पादन की जाए समस्या। एंड एट लास्ट वी हैव वन मोर प्रॉब्लम, दैट इज फॉर whom to produce. Here again the producer has to decide the commodity which are being produced, which are going to be produced in the economy, that commodity, the commodity which is produced, for whom he is going to produce, who are the users, इन वस्तुओं के उपभोक्ता कौन होंगे। जिन वस्तुओं का उत्पादन होने वाला है, जो संसाधन हमारे पास उपलब्ध है, इन संसाधनों का सही उपयोग सदुपयोग करके जो वस्तुओं का निर्माण किया जाएगा, यह वस्तुएं किसके लिए होगी, इनके उपभोक्ता कौन होगा। That means when you're talking about the consumers, the people in the economy, that can be divided as two sections, that is poor and rich. So based on these two sections of the economy, that is poor and rich, जिसे गरीब और अमीर कहा जाता है, तो यहाँ पर हर उत्पादक को यह निर्णय करना होता है कि जो वस्तु इन संसाधन के द्वारा निर्माण होने वाली है, ये किन के प्रयोग में लाया जाएगा, ये किन के लिए होगा, अमीरों के लिए होगा या गरीबों के लिए होगा। So students, you will be having question that is it correct to say that the goods are being produced only for rich or the goods are produced only for the poor? Yes, of course. Take an example of a common product like soap, the bathing soap. When you're talking about the bathing soap, the same 25 gram of bathing soap is available at rupees 10. So students, I'm not telling that the soap available at the rate of 10 rupees is only meant for poor. But thing is what, even the 25 gram of soap is also available for 250 rupees in the market. So students, here a common person will try to buy the soap which is available for rupees 10, not for 250 rupees. But for one more section in our economy, that is the rich section, they will not prefer to buy the soap which is available for rupees 10. Though the gram, as I told you, the weight of the soaps are 25 grams. So both the soaps are used for the same purpose. The thing is what, based on the consumer, based on the type of consumer, these commodities are being produced. So students, when the producer tries to produce the commodity for poor, at that time the social justice in the economy is maintained. But the profit which is being earned by the producer by producing the commodities for poor, at that time that will be low. But thing is what, as I told you, the economy is like the centrally planned economy and mixed economy. Here the government encourages the producers to produce the goods for more goods for poor. So that will ensure the social justice in the economy. But the countries, the economy is like the free economy, that is the market economy. Here the producers are having only one motto, that is to get the maximum profit. So at that case, the producer will produce more commodities for rich than the poor. So when more commodity has been produced for riches, the rich people in the economy, at that time the producer will get more profit. So along with that, not only he get more profit, even the GDP rate will also get increased. So students, these are the types of consumer. On the basis of these types of consumers, so the producer has to decide for whom he need to produce the commodity. So students, these are the three problems in the economy, the central problems of the economy, where before producing the commodity, the economy has to decide how the resources will be utilized in a proper manner, or it will be utilized in an optimum manner to have a proper utilization of resources. तो बच्चों, ये थी हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था में तीन प्रकार की केंद्रीय समस्याएं। क्या उत्पादन किया जाए, कैसे उत्पादन किया जाए, और किसके लिए उत्पादन किया जाए। So students, apart from this central problem of economy, we have two more economic problem in the economy, like the developing countries like our country in India. So not only India, apart from India, the other developing countries are facing these kind of economic problem. That is the problem of underutilization of resources and the problem of growth of resources. So when we talk about the problem of underutilization of resources, so we can very easily understand that the resources which are available in the economy, they are not utilized up to their mark. That means what? The resources which are utilized in the production of goods and services, they are the actual output. The actual output derived from the available resources are less than the potential output. Take an example, if a 1 acre of land is available for cultivation, and in that 1 acre of land, if the potential output of that land is nearly 10 tons of wheat. But thing is what, due to underutilization, so due to improper techniques and other reasons, the farmer produces only 5 tons of paddy. So what happened here? Though we have the capacity to cultivate 10 tons of paddy, here due to this underutilization, we are able to produce only 5 tons. That is the underutilization. So the developing countries, they used to face such kind of economic problem where we can see that there is a problem of underutilization of resources. And apart from this underutilization of resources, we have one more problem that is being called as what? Problem of growth of resources. So one more thing, when we want to produce more, when we want to increase the GDP of our country, at that time we have to produce more. Our production should be more. But thing is what, in many countries, in many developing countries, the research work, due to the lack of research work and discovery of the available resources. So if you're not able to discover the resources, the new resources for the production of goods or services, so at that time we face the problem of growth of resources. Here we need to explore the opportunity of resources. That means the opportunity of finding out, discover the resources available in the economy. So by discovering these kind of resources in the economy, we can explore and we can grow our resources. So that is the problem of growth of resources. So it is being faced by many developing countries only due to the lack of adequate research facility. So that brings the stagnation in the growth of GDP of that countries. So students, so apart from the central problem of economy, we have seen the problem of underutilization of resources and the problem of growth of resources. Okay students, now moving forward, we will see about the solutions for these central problem of an economy in 3 different markets, in 3 different economy. So when we talk about the 3 different kind of economy, first we have the centrally planned economy. So when you talk about the control or centrally planned economy, you know that here all the economic activities are being completely managed and controlled by the government. So when the government is completely managing these economic activities, so what is the motto of government? What is the motto of the government? The government will have only motto to get the social justice, social welfare of the people. So here the profit motive will be less. So by that you can very easily understand that what kind of commodity, what kind of technique and the nature of consumers, the commodity which are being produced for the type of consumers, that will be decided only by the government. So here the producer will try to utilize the resources only on the basis of what? To give more social welfare or social justice to the people. So here that kind of commodity will be produced. Here the resources will be utilized on that way, such that it can give more and more social justice to the people. Now come to the economy like market economy. So again, how these 3 questions are addressed by the producers in the market economy, how the resources are being utilized in the market economy. Here you can see that the market economy has only motto to get the profit. When they are having only to get the profit in their mind, the resources which are available in the economy, they will be utilized in such a manner that the producer will get maximum profit. That means here the question of what to produce. So here what the producer will do, the producer will try to produce only the capital goods. So by producing more and more capital goods, it will give more growth to the GDP of the country. It will give more profit to the producers. And the techniques, how to produce, here the capital goods, when they are producing more capital goods, they will use the what kind of technique? That is the capital intensive technique, because the production will be made in a large scale. And again we have the last question, that is for whom to produce, किसके लिए उत्पादन किया जाए. तो ऐसे अर्थव्यवस्था में किसके लिए उत्पादन की जाएगी? सिर्फ अमीरों के लिए. That means what? The goods are being produced for the rich people. The commodity which are produced, they will be meant only for the rich people. Here the social justice, social welfare is completely ignored. But at last, when we talk about the mixed economy, the economies like India, here we have mixed economy where the economic activities are somewhat controlled by the government and somewhat by the private sector. So here the production, the economic activity will be done on the basis of what? Getting some sort of profit along with the social justice. So here all the economic activities are based on the social justice with some profit gaining. So that will be the motto of the mixed economy. So students, in the countries like India, you can see about the education system. The education system which are available in the economy, that means what? I am talking about the education facility. You have private education and the government. Even in our islands, you can see many schools are run by private sector. Along with that, the government sector, the government schools are also running to give education, to give a good quality education to the people. So here the government aims to provide free and compulsory and equal education to all the sections of the economy. So no student should be deprived of education only because of the money. So when a student is admitted in a government school, you know what are the facilities are given. They get free meal, they get free textbook, they get free stationery, they get free bus passes. Even the Right to Education Act ensures that a child from age of 6 to 14 years should get a free and compulsory education. And now in the new education policy of government into 2020, it ensures that the free and compulsory education will be given to the class KG1, that is pre-primary to class 12th. So that is the motto of the government. So when these services are being provided by the government, that will be based only on the social justice. But in private sector, the private sector also runs parallel with the government, giving the same services. But thing is what? They provide these services only by getting the profit. That is the motto of private sector. So students, these are the solution for the central problem of economy in these three sectors. Okay students, that's all for today. In this episode, we will meet in the next episode with the concept of consumers' behavior. So until then, keep learning, stay safe, stay alert. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.